Hey my friend, thank you for joining me on this episode. You are here because currently you are not satisfied with how your body looks and you want to change that. Maybe you have tried some exercise or diet plan before and failed, or you just got confused with all the information out there on the internet. Today, I am going to teach you how to transform your body to having a fit body without having to spend 5 hours in the gym every single day or starving yourself. My name is Mate, and I was the classic 130 kilo fat guy. I had the double chin, I had the man boobs, and I had the big belly. I was so insecure of my body. When we went swimming with my friends, I wouldn't even take my shirt off. Now, by today, I have lost 42 kilograms. I have completed 2 half marathons and I can lift 1.5 times of my body weight in the gym. I am super proud of the way my body looks at the moment. And yes, I still have some loose skin on my belly and on my chest from the fat loss, but still I am super proud of the way I have taken over this last few years. Allow me just one quick 1-minute story before we get started. When I think of a fit body, I think of Chris Evans from the first Captain America movie, or I think of Henry Cavill from The Witcher, or I think of Daniel Craig from Casino Royale. When I started to lose the weight, I was either constantly swimming or running. But no matter what I did, I didn't look like these men. I was just getting skinnier, but I did not understand how to look like these super masculine and powerful looking men. Then, with some help from the internet and a friend of mine, I found out that these people are not only lean, they are muscular as well. And how to build a muscular body is you have to do weight training or resistance training in the gym. Today, I want to teach you how to do this. So how this episode is gonna go is I'm gonna talk about a bit of the mindset stuff, the psychology stuff for 3 minutes. This is to lay the foundation of your fat loss and transformation journey. Then after for 2 minutes, we are going to compare what's the difference between resistance training and cardio, okay? Then for 8 minutes, I'm gonna give you some hands-on, on-top advice on how to get started in the gym and what exercises to actually do to get you some results. Then for 5 minutes, I'm gonna talk a bit about the boring stuff, which is the diet and what you do at home to rest well. And at the end, for 3 minutes, I'm gonna tell you how you are gonna transform your mind and your motivation through going to the gym regularly. Okay, so let's start with the mindset stuff. The problem with online gurus and fake professionals is that they are only trying to give you a quick fix for your problem. An extreme diet or an exercise plan, but this doesn't seem to stick. And that was my experience as well. When I started on this fat loss journey, I've tried all the diets because I thought that that was the key to losing fat. But I realized afterwards that the problem is deeper. The problem is emotional. The reason why I was overweight is that there was some deeper unresolved emotional issue with me. So this is what we have to tackle first. How you can do that? There are several ways you can do that. I will always say to my followers, and I always say to people around me, is you have to clear your mind. There are so many distractions around us in the whole world. And in this noise, you cannot listen to what your body is trying to tell you. You cannot listen to what your soul is trying to tell you. Some key things you can do from day one. First, use your phone less. Sounds simple, everyone is telling you that, but trust me, if you use your phone less, and social media in particular, you will feel that all the noise from your mind starts to evaporate. Some key tips you can start doing right now. First, turn off notifications completely. Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna miss out on stuff, but trust me, you really won't. The world is not revolving around you, the world will go on if you let yourself and you let your mind to rest for a couple of hours, okay? So turn off notifications, turn on grayscale mode on your phone so you don't see colors. Also, have these sacred places in your house where you don't take your phone, like your bed, the couch, the bathroom. These are places with no phone. What you can also try regarding your phone is putting them in these closed boxes. This is a really big thing now, especially in the internet. You put your phone in the box, you close it, and you cannot access it for a certain amount of hours. This can also help you to focus a bit and be in silence. Another thing you can try, and I will do a video about it as well, is meditation. I'm quite sure you've heard about meditation. If you're not, this is not some religious voodoo practice. Meditation is only about sitting down and listening to your own breath. You sit down with a straight back, you close your eyes, and you start breathing. And while you are breathing, you are only placing your attention on your breath and the rising and falling sensation of your chest. And when your mind starts to wander, because it will, you realize it, and then you take your attention back to your breathing. This will help you to focus much, much better. You can also try journaling. There are a million ways out there how to journal. I would advise you just sit down and start writing about what's bothering you, what's on your mind, what do you have to do, and just take it out. I always like to imagine Dumbledore from the 6th Harry Potter movie, you know, when he's taking out the ideas from your head. Essentially, this is what you are doing. And the last and final recommendation, try going to therapy. I know you may have some objections. Therapy was a game changer for me, because the therapist will ask you questions you are too afraid to ask yourself. So I will definitely advise you to go to therapy and try it out. Okay, now let's compare weight training with cardio. So when we talk exercise and sport, a lot of people take everything under the same umbrella. But still, we have to compare and we have to identify two big groups of exercise. You have the cardio exercises and you have the resistance training. Cardio exercises are like running, swimming, dancing, bicycle, okay? While resistance training is one with the muscles, is the one in the gym. What does each do and how can you choose which one to pick for your fat loss journey? Cardio generally burns fat. You are elevating your blood pressure and your heart rate by running or cycling or something, and through this process, your body starts to burn fat. This is really beneficial if you are trying to lose fat and get lean. If you take a look at all the marathon runners, they are all really skinny, like deers, you know? If this is the look that you're going for, I would definitely advise you to do cardio. It will get you lean and thin. On the other hand, if you are trying to have a better posture, a stronger look, and in general be a bit muscular, you cannot achieve that by running. You have to do resistance training for it. You do resistance training or weight training in the gym with weights. Really simple. Because you are doing resistance training, you are causing these micro tears in your muscles. So when you are like doing the resistance training, your muscles do this, and then new cells generate, and this way your muscle gets stronger. Okay, so pick your path if you want to be thin or muscular, and follow the exercise plan based on that. In the next part, I am going to talk about how to start weight training if you want to have a muscular and strong posture. So how to get started in the gym? Don't think anything crazy and don't think about those mountain-sized people, you know, who are lifting cars. You are not going to do that. You are going to, first of all, pick a gym close to your workplace. I have made a video on how to lose fat if you are on a busy schedule. Go and check it out. The reason for this is that you can easily get to work or get from work to the gym. So in the morning, if this is what you prefer, you start going to the gym. If you see that you are running late, you can cut your workout short and get to the gym. Or you can go straight to the gym from your workplace. This way, you can build it a habit and put it in your schedule easily. So, you've picked your gym. The first week, you're not going to do anything. The first week, you just go there. Don't even buy a membership. You just go and walk around. See where everything is, okay? You're not gonna do anything. Familiarize yourself with the machines, where everything is, the location. Maybe talk to a few different people, okay? And what you do then, you take a few photos and you go home. That's it. This is for the first week. Then from the second week, you are going to actually start your training. But what's really important is first you will have to measure your current strength, okay? How strong you are at the moment. The way you are going to do this is you will do the big 5 exercises, okay? These big 5 exercises are the squat, the deadlift, the bench press, the pull-up, and the overhead press, okay? These are called compound exercises. First, you will have to differentiate compound and isolation exercises. Compound exercises target several muscle groups in your body at the same time, while isolation exercises obviously only target one, okay? Example for compound exercises are like the squat, deadlift, the ones I mentioned. Example for isolation exercises is like bicep curls when you are doing this, because you are already targeting the bicep, okay? The reason I advise you to do the compound lifts is they build your core strength. And this will be really important for the following fitness journey. Because again, you cannot build a house on a faulty foundation, okay? You will have to first get your core strong. So what you do, you go to the gym and you do 10 reps, 10 repetitions of each exercise. You measure the weight, or you see the weight where you can do 10 repetitions of that exercise, exactly 10. So let's just say you can do 10 repetitions of the squat with 60 kilos or 50 kilos or 40 kilos, anything is fine. This will be your working weight, and you measure this with each exercise. What weight allows you to do 10 repetitions, okay? Once you've measured that, this is your working weight. And from the next workout, you go back and you actually start doing your exercise plan. Warm up is really important, okay? Warm up. Don't try to do exercise without warm up. You're gonna get injured. What I usually do for warm up is I go to the gym, I get changed, and I just move my body a bit, you know? Move my neck, move my shoulders, you do like this, okay? You move your body a bit. You do this for like 1 or 2 minutes. You can do anything. The main point is that you move your whole body. Your legs as well, your knees, you warm up everything, your joints. Just like you would warm up a car before starting it, or a computer needs some booting time as well, okay? Then you get on some cardio machine. I would recommend you going on the elliptical. The elliptical is the one when you are essentially stepping in one place and you are moving your hands as well, okay? This is what you do for 5 minutes. Now your body is warmed up, you can actually do the exercises. But first, you are not going to jump in to your working weight. First of all, you will do some warm-up as well. So let's just say your squat working weight is 40 kilograms, okay? 40 kilogram means a 20 kilogram barbell and 2 10 kilogram plates on each side, okay? That's 40 kilograms. What you do for a warm-up is you do some squats only with the bar, okay? You get used to the weight. Then maybe you do some with 2 5 kilogram plates on each side. You get warmed up and then you start your working sets, okay? And you will do 3 sets of 10 repetitions of each exercise, okay? So you warm up for the squat, you do 3 sets of 10, then you move on to the deadlift. You warm up with the deadlift, then you do 3 sets of 10. You go on to the bench press, pull up, and overhead press. You get the idea, okay? You do only these 5 exercises, 3 sets of 10 for 2 months, 3 to 4 times a week. Not less, not more. Choose something that fits your schedule, okay? In these 2 months, 2 things will happen. 1, your core will get much stronger and you will be actually start to build muscle and build your house on this strong foundation. The other thing that will happen is you will hate basically these 5 exercises because you've done them to death. You are craving something else. This is what's gonna happen now. After 2 months, you are going to pick an exercise plan for you. There are several splits, as they call it, out there. I will name a few now. There is push-pull leg, upper-lower, bro split, or full body. What these splits are doing is they are separating the muscle groups into days. For example, on push-pull leg, which is a really popular exercise plan, you have a push day with the pushing muscles. So shoulder, triceps, chest. You have a pull day with the pulling muscles, back and biceps, and you have a leg day, obviously. Okay? 3 days, 3 separate sets of muscle groups. You target one muscle group on one day, and then you let that muscle group rest for a few days so you can actually recover and build muscle. Okay? Currently, I'm doing a 5-day full body exercise plan now. I will link it down in the description so you get some idea and just to get inspired. Okay? In this exercise plan, you will vary, by the way, compound exercises with isolation exercises. Okay? You pick one and you stick to it. There are a lot of exercise plans out there and split. Don't get confused. Just pick one and stick to it, because this is the only way you will get results. Doesn't matter which you pick, which you prefer. Just pick one and do that consistently. 2 really important things I want to talk about now. One is called progressive overload. When you have gotten to a point when you can do 15 reps of one exercise, this is when you will increase the weight to a level where you can do 10 again. So let's just say you started with a 40 kilo squat, and now you can do 15 reps of the squat. You increase it to 50 kilograms, okay? And then you will do 10 reps again. Now because if you are doing 15 or more reps, you are not really stimulating your muscle for growth, okay? So you always need to put more and more weight on so you can stimulate the muscle and have some muscle growth. And you will also need some boost. You will need some pre-workout to give you energy before the workout. I would recommend you drinking a black coffee before you go to the gym and also eating something. I would advise you to take a bowl, put some apples and bananas inside, a handful of nuts and a tablespoon of honey, and eat that. This will give you some carbohydrates in your body, and this will give you energy. Also, make sure you bring at least 1 liter of water with you to the gym, half liter of electrolyte water to supplement all the salt you are losing by sweating, and you also take a banana with you and eat it afterwards, okay? This will help you to recover faster. And my secret sauce and my secret thing for the gym is music. I will share with you really amazing a playlist with really amazing music that you can listen to in the gym, okay? I will link it down in the description as well. You can go and check it out. It will help you to really enjoy your workouts and give you some energy boost, okay? Now, let's move on to what's happening at home after the gym. So now, you know the basics of what to do in the gym, but you have to know that what happens in the gym only is 30% of building muscle. 70% happens at home, okay? What happens at home? You eat and you rest. This is really important. First, you will have to find out your TDEE or maintenance calories. TDEE goes for total daily energy expenditure, okay? You will go on a website, something like calculator.net, and you will calculate your TDEE. You will give your age, your gender, your height, your weight, and your activity level, and the system will give you your maintenance calories. These maintenance calories are the amount of calories your body needs one single day to maintain your current weight. Okay? This is really important. But let's just say you have different goal from maintaining your weight. Maybe you want to lose weight. In this sense, you will have to be in a calorie deficit, so eat less from this. But not a crazy amount less, only 20%. If you eat less than 20%, okay? This is really important. You will have no energy in the gym, and also you will not be able to build muscle, so all that time is wasted that you spend in the gym. If you are thin and you want to get bigger and more muscular, you will have to eat more than your maintenance calories. You will be in a calorie surplus. 20% is enough as well. So you take your maintenance calories and you choose which way you want to go. But for the men or for the people who want to get bigger and want to eat more, eating more doesn't mean eating junk food. Really important. We are not eating pizza, we are not eating ice cream, we are eating healthy food, okay? Yeah, I know a pizza has a lot of calories and it's easier to get to your calorie goal, but you're not gonna do that. You are going to stick to healthy food, and most of all, I will tell you why in a second, you will prioritize protein of all, okay? Really important. Now, you will download Yazio. Yazio is a calorie counting app, and you will count your calories and your macronutrients every single day. Don't get anything crazy. You just go into the app, download it, set up your calorie goal, and then you take a photo of everything you eat, and AI will calculate your calories. And it's really efficient and really punctual. Okay, so you do that. There are two macronutrients you will place special attention to: protein and carbohydrates. First of all, you will need protein to build muscle. Okay? Protein helps to build muscle. You will eat at least 1 gram of protein per goal body weight in pounds. So you take the body weight you want to reach. Maybe it's more than you have right now, maybe it's less. You convert it to pounds, and this is the amount of protein in grams you will eat in one day. Really important. So let's just say right now, or you want to achieve to be 100 kilograms. 100 kilograms is 220 pounds, okay? You will eat 220 grams of protein in one day. It doesn't mean 220 grams of chicken breast. We are looking for the macronutrients. 220 grams of chicken breast has about 30 grams of protein. You know what I mean? Great sources of protein include chicken, beef, eggs, fish, tofu, lentils, beans, chickpeas. Prioritize these. You will also place attention on carbohydrate intake. Carbohydrate will give you energy. Carbohydrate will give you the energy you need in the gym, okay? You will eat exactly, not less, not more, 3 grams of carbohydrates per goal body weight in kilograms. In the protein we said pounds, now this is kilograms, okay? 3 grams of carbohydrates per goal body weight in kilograms. This is really important. You will also have two best friends. One is called whey protein powder. You can order it online, it's totally natural. You can mix the whey protein with some water or milk, and this is a really great supplement for you to take in more protein after the workout, okay? You can drink it. You can drink one after the workout. The other supplement you will need is called creatine monohydrate. Also natural, totally safe, a lot of athletes take it. This is good for muscle recovery, performance, endurance, and cognitive function. And this will be your best friend, okay? You will also need to sleep 8 hours a day at least, and prioritize hours before midnight, okay? So you go to bed earlier rather than later. This is really important for your recovery and your muscle gains. The majority of the muscle growth happens while you are asleep. And you will also take active rest days. If you go to the gym 4 times a week, that means you have 2 rest days. Rest day doesn't mean sitting on the couch whole day and watching Netflix. Rest day means walking 10,000 steps or taking a hike or something. Be active and help your metabolism. Okay, Let's talk about in the next chapter what happens next. So now I have given you everything on how to start building muscle, okay? You first tackle your inner emotional problems some way. You clear your mind or anything. This is really important to build a strong emotional foundation and for you to be your best friend on this journey. Okay, you start with that. Then you pick a gym close to your workplace. You measure your current strength. Okay? Then you focus on the 5 compound lifts I mentioned. You do 3 sets of 10. And after 2 months, you pick an exercise plan and you stick to it for months. And you do progressive overload. So more weight if you can do 15 or more reps from a certain exercise. At home, you are paying attention to your diet and your sleep. You calculate your TDA, maintenance calories. You choose if you want to lose weight or gain weight and do a 20% difference. You are calculating your calories with Yazio every single day. You are eating enough protein and carbohydrates. You sleep enough. You drink plenty of water. You take whey protein and creatine monohydrate. And if you do all this and this structure 3-4 times a week, gym and all this, paying attention to your nutrition and sleep as well, I guarantee after 6 months, you will see sustainable results or substantial results, sorry. I can speak from the experience of going from a fat guy to a thin guy and muscular guy. If you do this for 6 months, you will lose at least 10 to 20 grams of fat and you will build a crazy amount of muscle. This is what it's called rookie gains. You will see muscle in your shoulders, arms after 6 months for sure. You will start to develop that really nice V shape. Okay? You will be muscular, you will be leaner. But what happens in your mind after this? First of all, you will have something that is a really good free time activity. So instead of sitting at home on the couch watching Netflix or scrolling your phone, you can go to the gym. This will be your biggest free time activity from now on. You will also build discipline. You will have some structure, motivation in your life you can stick to. You will have a purpose to build muscle and be fitter and healthier. And also you will see progress. And you will learn that if you do things constantly and consistently, you can achieve results. Also, you will be a part of a great community of gym bros, as we call them. You will start up conversations and you will make a lot of friends in the gym. I am sure of that. Because these men and these people are on the same path as you. Okay? And most of all, you will teach your brain that you are doing uncomfortable things on purpose. You will teach your brain that you are doing hard things and that hard things have results. And trust me, if you do this, everything will be easier for you from now on because you will learn to love the hard things and you will not choose the uncomfortable path. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Just remember that. Okay, so I have prepared a free fat loss guide PDF that you can grab from down the description. This will help you to start off on your fat loss journey. I will also share with you my current exercise plan, okay? You will check it out as well. And also, I have created a Spotify playlist for you to help crushing your workouts in the gym. Make sure to also check it out as well. Also, you can see my how I lost 42 kilograms video as well, where I talk about in 6 steps how I did all this weight loss. And also, you can check out my video about how to lose fat when you have a busy schedule. My name is Mate. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode and see you the next time. Ciao.